Welcome to HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappy here. On today's edition, we start off with the latest Hiller Sports update. We take a look at some great organizations and businesses encouraging the use of local trails at the Hopkinton Public Library Trail Explorers event. The Lauren Anderson Foundation had some gifts for Hiller softball and a whole bunch of great Hiller highlights from the spring season. On Wednesday, May 3rd, Hiller girls lacrosse took on Norton. The Hillers took the win 22-11 and improved to 4-6 on the season. Outdoor track also hosted Ashland on Wednesday, May 3rd. Here's a look at the action. Boys and girls outdoor track both improved to 3-0 on the season. The boys took the win 94-41, while the girls won 118-18. On Friday, May 5th, Hiller girls softball hosted Millis. Mike Terosian was on the call.
And Caroline DeSimone is up. Pop up, and that's got to be out of here. And there's a nice dinger to left field. 2-run RBI. 2-0 Hillers at the top of the first. And a steamer line drive down through all the way up to center field. Jewel's going to move, and I think she's going to take third. She's going for third, and the throw to third, and not in time. Jewel with this nice line triple.
Millis plates 6 runs in the second inning and took the win over the Hillers by a final of 15-9. Hiller softball falls to 3-7 on the season.
And she sends that rip into center field and up against the wall. Arthur trying to play it, throws it in. And see if we got to play it home. Oh, we made it for no. The ball gets past.
Hiller baseball also hosted Millis. It was a 2-0 Millis lead heading into the bottom of the third. Pitcher already in the game. As this is going to be hit up the left side, trickles into left field, and a run's going to score. It's a 2-1 game. RBI single for Charlie Simulus inside there. Oh, that hit him. You're going to say it hit him. All right, another run in for the Hillers. We're tied up. Shooting to first, Hellenbeck to the plate. And this is going to be hit up the left side, gloved by the third baseman. Throw to first, not in time. And he did get the force out at third, so he was able to step on the bag. But the good news is the Hillers played a run. Scardino comes around to score. Hillers take the lead and let it 3-2 heading into the bottom of the fifth. As Hellenbeck will step in. And this is going to be hit into left field. And here comes some more runs for the Hillers. Throw to second, and they don't get them. The Hillers starting to rally. 5-2 Hillers lead. And this is up the middle, gloved by the pitcher, throw home, and they get the out at home. That wasn't a forced play, he did not have to go, but they took the risk. It didn't pay off there. Love to draw that throw to try to score that run. And this is going to be hit up the middle into center field. One run is in, throw home is going to be off the mark, and another run scores. That is a 2 RBI hit for Lenny Onkin. Hillers played 4 more runs in the fifth and would end up taking the game by a final of 8-2. Frank Opidesano pitched 5 very solid innings, striking out 10, and only gave up 4 hits and no earned runs. Joe Scardino went 3 for 3 at the plate with a walk and scored 3 runs. Hillers followed up with a pair of road wins and currently stand at 9-3 on the season. Also on Friday, Hiller boys and girls tennis were in action. Boys tennis fell to a very good Brookline team, 4-1, but currently stands at 10-1 on the season. Girls tennis picked up a shutout win over Millis and followed up with another win over Medway via shutout. Girls tennis has 6 wins and 3 losses on the season. The Trail Coordination and Management Committee and the Hopkinton Public Library hosted a Trail Explorers program. HCAM's John Ritz was on the scene.
You're going to go and check out some of the stuff? Cool. Do you like trails?
Hi, John. Hi, HCAM. This is Linda Chuss. I'm with the Trails Committee in town, the TCMC, and we're having this event called the Trail Explorers as an activity to try and get more people using the wonderful trails we have in town. As you can see, there's a lot of kids who have interest. Their parents do too, and we're excited to have everyone here. And thank you for coming to share this information with more people.
So we're from Wildwood, a preschool early learning center in Hopkinton. We run on the grounds of the YMCA. These are some of our kiddos.
We're outside full time all year round. Fun. Do you guys like going to Wildwood?
What are they making?
Right now they're making little fairy houses or forts. So we usually make big forts in the forest.
Come on,
Right
right
now
over
we're making
to ask my friend Ash.
Well, John, I'm Steve Frobeater. I'm from the Hopkinton Trails Club. And we're here representing a gift that we're going to be giving the Library of Things next month, which is a child backpack so that families can get out with their small children and be on the trails. So we thought we would bring it, let them see how easy it's going to be to check it out from the Library of Things and use it for a day or a weekend and bring it back.
Cool. What else can the Trails Club do for kids?
Well, we do a monthly trails walk, and we always organize it to where kids and grandparents can keep up. So it's a stroll in the woods led by a leader. It's on Saturday or Sunday. Check our website for what our next trails walk will be, and come out and join us.
Well, we are the Hopkinton Area Land Trust. We manage many hundreds of acres of land in town. There's a map here that shows the open space in town that we manage. And the trails are a lot of fun. And we encourage everyone to get out there as much as possible. And another thing that's on our trails is geocaches. It's a kind of a treasure hunt where you use your phone to look up the coordinates of hidden caches, and the caches can be little tiny things like this, and you open it up and there's a little message inside, and you record that you've been there. And here we have some skulls. This is the pieces of a beaver skull, which we found, I don't know what killed it, lying on a trail. There's a deer skull.
Hi, I'm Amy Harris, and I work for Mass Audubon in the Metro West Hub. And I'm here with my spread of interesting things that people might see on the trails here in Hopkinton and around New England. So we have turkey parts and various types of frogs, which have been singing like crazy recently, different types of nests and how they're made, some with man-made material and other types of natural material. And the turtles, they're going to be laying eggs at the end of the month. So we have their eggs here and a turtle shell and snake skins and maps and all sorts of goodies.
So in Hopkinton, I know there's one sanctuary. Which one is that?
That is Wasika. It's a new sanctuary in our little nest of sanctuaries, and we have trail maps. It's there's only about a mile of trails, and I haven't been there myself yet, but there's a beautiful pond and places that you could go and observe a lot of this wildlife. And then all of our sanctuaries have courses where you could go and learn more about the things, and camps, and it's really a lot of fun if you come to Mass Audubon to learn about things.
Hi, my name is Brian Forrestall. I'm with the Blackstone Valley chapter of the New England Mountain Biking Association. And we're here trying to show kids how much fun it is to work and play in the woods. We have a mountain bike in the back, and if you were 13 or 14 years old, I think you'd have a blast on that. This is a small example of the type of bridges that we build to clear some of the water out there. This is one of my favorite tools called a rogue hoe. And this is a collage of the skills park that we built at West Hill Dam in Uxbridge. And we have a running screen show of just some bridges that we've built in different places.
So I usually think of mountain biking as adults on big monster bikes, all sorts of. But mountain biking is really for all ages, all skills, families.
It certainly is, yes. They have youth leagues in high school now that use the same trails that the adults are using, and the kids are much faster than the adults for the most part, but they're really loving it and they're eating it up. So it's really making a big comeback. From when I was a kid, that's all we did was ride bikes, but these kids are starting to do that now again, so it's really cool to see.
Hello, my name is Danny. I'm with the Sudbury Valley Trustees. Sudbury Valley Trustees, known as SVT, is a land trust, and our job is to protect land, but also help connect people with the land and make it usable for everybody, having trails that are well-groomed, well-kept. And even at our head office, we have a wonderful storybook trail for the younger ones that want to take a walk in the woods with their parents and read a story while they do it. That's SVT.
Are there SVT properties in Hopkinton?
Absolutely. Funny that you should ask. We have several, actually, of which I have some maps here. But the ones in green, or the darker green, are SVT properties in Hopkinton, already ready to use with wonderful trails. We cover the Assabet, Sudbury, and Concord River watershed. There are 36 communities, of which we have properties in 29 of them. So we're really spreading our wings more and more every year. And we need all the help we can get financially and otherwise. Currently, we have about 200 volunteers that do most of the work out in the field for us to help support the staff of 11. So it's a great organization. We need more membership. We need more people to come on down and check out our trails.
Hi, so we're at DCR. We work at Hopkinton State Park. It's a really important resource to everyone local and from far away as well. We've got 2 beaches, big picnic areas, a bunch of trails, and yeah, I'm very fortunate to be working my dream job. I get to work outdoors, and the best part of my day is when I get to interact with the public. It's a special place to a lot of people, and yeah, I'm happy that I have that resource to offer. So. All right, so we are hiring summer seasonal workers. So I have a couple flyers. You do have to be 18 or older to work here. But other than that, I've got a bunch of Smoky swag, a couple field guides, the all-important story of Smokey Bear comic, and yeah.
What properties does DCR have in Hopkinton?
So part of Hopkinton State Park is located in Hopkinton. The other half is in Ashland. We also have Whitehall State Park that we take care of too.
I'm Margaret Mighton, and I'm here with Friends of Whitehall with my friend Mary McManus. Friends of Whitehall is an organization that we protect the lake and the trails around Whitehall, and that's what we do.
Hi there, I'm Juanita Hansen from the Girl Scouts of Hopkinton, and I'm here to educate girls about the program and hopefully get some interest and join us.
All right, so I'm Andrea Comboy. I'm the children's librarian, and TCMC approached me because they wanted to get more families involved in the trails in town, and I said, well, we're a great place to get families involved. So we're very excited to highlight some of the resources that the library has in the collection, such as books, but also our library of things. We have a telescope and a birding kit, and now we're going to have a hiking backpack for little ones. So that's how we got involved with TCMC for this event, and we're so pleased with the turnout.
On Saturday, April 22nd, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted Minnechaug. The Hillers fell in the contest as Minnechaug takes it 12-6. On Monday, April 24th, Boys Lacrosse hosted Foxborough. The Hillers got things going in the first half. Out in front, back to Del Ponte, give and go. Looking for a shot, and he puts it in. Luke Bodette. Luke Bodette makes it 1-0 Hillers. Take advantage of the power play opportunity to make it 1-0. Goes behind the net. Del Ponte rushing in, puts it in. 2-0 Hillers. That was just a beauty of a pass and a beauty of a shot by Logan Del Ponte. We have laundry on the field. We're going to be getting another call shortly. Apologies for that, folks, as there's a shot, and it's put in by Dylan Prefontaine. With it is Aiden Waller. Now they're going to move it around. Noon gets it over. That was a great shot there by Noon, able to strike it through. A 3-1 game. Closing in and puts it in. Anthony Sullum makes it 3-2.
It was a 3-2 lead at the halftime break, but Foxborough struck back with vengeance in the third quarter.
Trying to squeeze in there. Nice backhanded pass, and it's put in. That was a great feed by Noon, and Aiden Waller gets the job done, and we are knotted up at 3 apiece. Del Ponte. Near side, Champlin. Out in front, and putting it in is Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly retakes the lead for the Hillers. Out in front, and popped in. John Sacchetti. We have ourselves a battle here.
Foxborough nets 5 goals in the quarter and would end up taking the contest. Hillers fell to 2-6 on the season. Foxborough improves to 4-5. On Wednesday, April 26, girls lacrosse hosted Dedham and got things going early and often.
As they're going to get right out in front of the net and pop it in. Nice feed from Emily Hayward as she finds Jamie Arena. And Jamie Arena makes it 1-0 Hillers. Off the face-off. Good battle for it between Hayward and Legendre for Dedham as the Hillers have possession. And we get yet another goal. And that was Jamie Arena once again, making it 2-0. Great start for the Hillers. Can't ask for much more than this. Here on the shot attempt, Hillers get it back, picked up by Hayward. Hayward trying to work through. Over to Dacey. Hayward moving in. And she's going to net it. Emily Hayward makes it 3-0 Hillers. Gets it back out. Dacey moving in. Gets it over. Nice feed and a nice score for Kaden Rosendale, a freshman. There goes Bouvier. Got it.
The Hiller girls would net 10 first-half goals and take the game by a final of 15-2. Jamie Arena netted 4 goals, and Emily Hayward also netted 4 goals in the Hiller win. After a Friday road win versus Bellingham, the girls now stand at 3-5 on the season. Emily Hayward also reaches 100 career points in the victory versus Dedham. Congratulations to Emily on a fantastic Hiller career. On Friday, April 28th, the Hiller boys lacrosse team hosted Bellingham
closing in. Del Ponte. There's a shot, and it's through. 1-0 Hillers. Seems like it's a little bit slippery today. There's a shot, off the crossbar by Goodman. And then it's put in. Big night tonight on HCAM. We'll have the school committee debates. That's at 7 p.m. live on HCAM. Approaching Del Ponte. Takes it, makes it. His second score of the day. Seems like the Hillers being a lot more aggressive with their possessions. We last saw them in action this past Monday against Foxborough. It was a tough loss as there's another score. Owen Champlin rings it through, the sophomore. Looking for a shot and ripping it through. Logan Del Ponte, once again, the junior captain with a hat trick already.
The boys outscore Bellingham in the first half 9-1 and take the game 14-3. The boys improved to 4-6 with the win. The Lauren Anderson Field Project team presented the Hopkinton Hillers softball program with some donations, including windbreakers and equipment. HCAM's Mike Tarosian was on the scene.
So I'm going to take a moment just to introduce the people up here, and then we're going to explain what this is all about, because I know you're all in the dark here today. So we have Ricky Anderson, who is the mother of Lauren Anderson. You all should know Dr. Carol Kavanaugh, who's our superintendent, right? And then we also have Kathy Kidliff, who is a part of the Lauren Anderson Memorial Foundation. So I hope that this has kind of given a little bit of light. The Lauren Anderson Foundation supports the Hopkins softball program a lot. Obviously, Lauren is who our field is named after. A number of years ago, we kind of redid the field and made it vast improvements to the field through the Lauren Anderson Foundation. And here today, they're here to give us a little bit more back to the program. So I'm going to turn this over to Ricky Anderson, who's Lauren's mom, to talk a little bit about Lauren, and then we're going to go from there.
You girls all remind me of Lauren, because it's exactly the way she would appear, with a hair ponytail and a hat and everything else. I don't know, you didn't know her, but she was a sparkle. She was killed in a horseback riding accident, in case you didn't know. And my friend Kathy Kilduff decided a couple of years ago we should make the softball field better, because it has her name on it. And so we did that, and we had a little money left over, so I said it's time to give something to the team. So here we are, and we're going to do it today, okay? Is everybody okay with that? Yes. Okay.
All right, hi everybody. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. It's a really exciting time. And when Mrs. Anderson was just telling you about how Mrs. Kilduff decided a few years ago that they would do some upgrades to the field, you have no idea. So she had come to see me and the district's business manager, and she sat us down and said, I want to do some repairs to the softball field and even some upgrades to the field. And we said, well, what do you think that looks like? And she had a very long list, and then we said, well, what do you think that costs? And when she told us, I kept thinking, there is no possible way that's going to happen just through donations. And it was only months later that we were all on that softball field, and it looked amazing. And I think a lot of that happened because Lauren's legacy and her memory is still so alive in people in Hopkinton that they all stepped up and stepped out and came out to do amazing things. You are all so lucky to be here this afternoon, because what's happening here, I think, today is something that instills a legacy and a memory, and it really shows you what Hiller pride is. I mean, it's been 28 years, I think, since we lost Lauren, and her memory lives on, and you get to be sort of the benefactors of some of her memory and a lot of her legacy. So just congratulations to all of you athletes, and thank you again for being here. And I will now hand this to Mrs. Kilduff.
It's a super privilege and pleasure to be here to see all of you. I can't even begin to tell you. I want to just say really why we're here is to tell you a little bit more about Lauren and then offer you a challenge. So Lauren was kind. She had a sparkle in her eye and a smile that you could see miles away, and she was approachable. And you know, she cared about softball. She cared about her teammates. She wanted the best, not only for herself, which she gave every single day, but she wanted it for every single teammate as well. She knew the true definition of team. So I think those are the fact that she was diligent and committed and wanted Hiller softball to be the best is one of her big, positive, extraordinary legacies. So what we're saying at this point in time is it's time. 28 years is a long time. Her legacy lives on. Her spirit. Think about it. 28 years ago, you guys weren't even born. Her spirit lives on. So I don't know how you define spirit, if it's energy or if it's confidence or if it's the can-do attitude or if it's courage when you're having a down day. Be all that you can be. That's Lauren's legacy. That legacy of tomorrow is better than today. So be the very, very best that you can. So our little challenge to you is with these little gifts is to help you do that. We want to challenge you. We want to see your sparkle, and we want to see where you take it. Any one person, I was saying to Dr. Kavanaugh, it's not just a field. It's not just a bunch of silly young women. It's passion, it's desire, it's the want and the pride in what you've committed to. So we challenge you to be the best that you can be for whatever reasons that you have. And we want you to know we're all behind you and the legacy will continue. And a lot of that is thanks to each of you.
I was like, you're all going to be very excited by this one. This is, I think, we are not kidding. So that's your clue. But it's a new pitching machine with a change-up function. So we can just hit a button and throw you a change-up, which I know Ashley is stoked about over there.
I can't pick that up.
No, I pushed it over here. We're really excited. That was a huge get. As you all know, our pitching machine is
Bad.
yeah, all good words. Not ideal. So this will really help us to prepare, and we really wanted to get this done this week with the big week we had coming up. So Coach and I will get that set up tomorrow, probably after school. But it was something that we were really excited to get.
All right, these are warm-up jackets to go with our uniforms to wear to our games. What's special about these is that there's an LA on the left-hand sleeve of every jacket for Lauren Anderson. So the idea here is being like that as we put on our uniforms to play for each other, we're also playing for our teammates in the past as well. And so you're playing for each other past and present. So that's what these ones are for, reminders of that.
And with these are part of your uniform, which means we're giving them to you now, and then you're going to give them back, and they're going to stay in the program for years to come. I saw the seniors' faces. I figured I needed to clarify. I've been wanting this forever.
Yes. So
you want to take that one for sizes?
Yeah.
These are all in line. So you can do that. So why don't we'll go seniors first. Bailey, come up, tell me what size. Oh boy. Small, medium, large, extra large. That's a small. We're saving that for Caroline.
I can take a medium.
Yeah, try the medium, make sure.
Cal's medium.
I'm so freaking happy.
What size is that?
Are you doing a medium?
That's a medium.
Bailey, can I try that?
Would that be too? Can I try
Kelsey,
that
turn
on?
and look at Mr. Cardillo. All right.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just, Lauren would be so thrilled. She would just be so happy.
That's great. And so this year you were able to help with the pitching machine and jackets.
Pitching machine.
Yep. And was that something that you felt they needed, or you just listened to the team?
We spoke to the coaches. We asked them to tell us what we thought they could use, what they thought they could use. And the pitching machine was number one, and the jackets was my idea.
I think what these girls are realizing is that they belong to something bigger than themselves. So as we watch all of this unfold today, they're getting a pitching machine, they're getting jackets, but I think what they're really getting is a sense of what it means to be a teammate, what it means to be a Hiller, what it means to feel pride, all of those really deep emotions. And as I was watching their faces, you could really see that. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
No, I didn't.
Lauren would have loved this one.
On Wednesday, April 12th, Hiller Girls Lacrosse hosted Westwood. Out in front, Grail with it, looking to close in. And that shot deflected. Good goalkeeping there. Hillers working their way up. Morgan Arnold in net for the Hillers. It's taken back by Westwood. Along the far side comes Vivian Bean. And there's a shot. And did that go in? It did indeed. That is Ava Connaughton, making it 3-0. Westwood took the game in dominant fashion by a final of 17-3. Outdoor track hosted Medfield in their first home meet. Both the boys and girls pulled off wins. Boys took the win 102-34. The girls took the win 101-35. On Thursday, April 13th, Hiller Baseball hosted Zavarian Brothers High School. Former Hiller head coach and Hall of Famer Steven Simos joined me for the call. The Hillers led 4-0 heading into the third inning.
Run forever. It plays true, in fact, slower than some grass fields.
Right up in the pitch, and this is hit in the air by Interente. To right field, to the fence, that's going to drop. Here comes one run in to score. Second run being waved around. And look at that, a 2 RBI double for Jack Interente as Joe Scardino and Dylan Ruff both score.
Oh, that's a big spot. I was saying earlier, he's the kid that's just a couple of hits away from exploding. A lot of ability, as you saw that. Jack Interente is, he'll be the glue of the team with senior leadership, but personally, I just want to see him have some success.
I would say so. And speaking of great responses, this is going to drop into center field. And Terrente being waved around. It's an RBI single for Peter Mahone.
Getting that kind of production out of 8 and 9, they're going to be really, really hard to beat.
They added more runs in the fourth inning. They lift in the pitch. Gets a piece of this one, ripped up the third base side. One run is in. Here comes a second run. Scardino's going to score, and now Simulus over to third. It is a 2 RBI double by Mitch Simulus.
Yeah, brother combination. Second and third right now. We got a 45-foot lead.
And this is going to be a slow roller up the third base side, throw to first. And that is not in time, and a run scores. Well, the third baseman there just couldn't figure out where to go with it.
That was a mental error. You got to, plan on that ahead of time. But like I keep saying, it's high school baseball. You got caught in between.
Line up and the pitch, and he gets a good piece of this one over to right field, towards the fence, off the fence it goes. Here comes one run in to score as Simulus is waved around, and that is a long 2 RBI double for Interente.
Outstanding, almost identical, but 2 fence sections over from his last one. That hit about a foot from the top of the fence.
I thought that might get out of here.
Hillers took the win via a 5-inning mercy, 13-3. Hillers softball hosted Ashland on Friday, April 14th. John Ritz on the call.
There's a hit. Gets through the infield. Getting that runner up to third made a big difference. And another run scores for Hopkinton. RBI single for Zoe. Ball drops in the outfield. 1 run scores. It's an RBI double. Bailey Harrigan batting now for Hopkinton. And that drops. Everything's dropping for Hopkinton. And another run scores.
Hillers plate 9 runs in the 3rd inning and would take the win via mercy, 17-5. Hiller baseball also hosted Ashland that Friday. It was a 3-0 Hiller lead heading into the 3rd inning.
Hit in the air, that'll drop into right field. Here comes another run to score. Connor Hellenbeck is around. 2-0 lead for the Hillers, an RBI single for Charlie Simulus. And this is going to be hit up the middle. That'll trickle into center field. Will Morgan being waved around, and he will score. That'll make it a 3-0 lead. A nice piece of hitting. Dylan Ruff. Simulus up to second. Jack and Terrence take the plate.
They added more runs in the 4th inning.
First inning. And this is hit in the air right side and caught for the out. Runner from second and third going to tag. So that will be a sacrifice RBI flyout for Scardino as Mahone scores. Raza up to third. Hellenbeck stays at first. Charlie Simulus to the plate. 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And this is hit up the middle, an absolute rope. 1 run is in. Here comes another, and it's a 2 RBI single for Charlie Simulus.
Hillers would plate 4 more runs and take the game 8-0 and improve to 4-1 on the season. Hiller boys tennis also grabbed a shutout win over Wachusett that Friday. The boys are now 4-0 on the season. Girls tennis fell to Wachusett Friday 4-1 in a close match. The girls tennis team is now 2-2 on the season. Before we get to the highlights, Hiller soccer and track and field star Sean Golombieski has committed to the University of Pennsylvania, where he will compete in track and field. Athletic director Kylie Murray caught up with the soon-to-be D1 college athlete.
My name is Sean Golombieski. I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania and I'm running track there.
And how is the season this winter for you?
This season has been really good. It's been a lot of winning, maybe not seeing the times that I would want to, but I still PR'd in the hurdles, which is my main event, and won states, divisionals, became a national champion at nationals. So as far as that goes, and that's all I really cared about after I, of course, committed. So I've just been happy to get all the results I wanted that I didn't get last year.
That's awesome. And what events will you be doing at Penn?
I'm doing more of the decathlon, so multi-events. So I'm starting to learn a bunch of other events this season in the spring.
And what are you looking forward to this spring?
I've been long jumping a lot, and I love long jumping. I've never done it before, so that's definitely my favorite. But in the summer, so I guess after the spring, I'm going to have to start pole vaulting. That's going to be pretty scary, but I'm excited to take it on.
The Hiller spring season officially kicked off on Friday, March 31st, as boys lacrosse hosted Medfield. Medfield took the win in the season opener 17-6. On Monday, April 3rd, it was a boys-girls lacrosse doubleheader. The boys hosted Ashland. It was an 8-5 Hiller lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Hiller's ball. Approaching, there's a shot ripped in. Logan Del Ponte. Champlin approaching. Out in front, and it's popped in. Cooper Goodman. Cooper Goodman has 2 scores today. So he makes it 10-5 at 6:53 left. And we are underway. Winnell's approaching. Feeds it out in front. Shot! And that is in for Ashland. I thought Nate Burns might have had it for a minute. Jake Linehan with the score. Winnell's has it. Approaching. Knocked loose. Ashland looked like they were going to be able to maintain, but the Hillers have it. Rushing up the field, that's John Sanda. Hits it over. Hillers looking for a score here. There it is! Logan Del Ponte with another one. Over to Huron. Out in front. Approaching, right in goes Del Ponte. How about a 5th goal for Logan? Loose ball. Hillers have it. Approaching, out in front. Why not another one? Cooper Goodman with the score. Braden Hicks with the assist.
The Hopkinton Hillers took the win 13-6 and improved to 1-1 on the season. Following the boys' game, the Hiller girls hosted Norwood.
Hillers trying to close in once again. Loose ball picked up, and that is put in. Jamie Arena on the attack makes it 1-0. Good start for Hopkinton. Popped up, pulled down by Hayward. With it is Bouvier. Approaching. There's a second goal. Emma Dacey. Well, you can't get much better of a start than this for the Hillers. Hiller ball. Collected by Hayward. It's up to Arena. Miller's going to work it around. This fire out in front, picked up by Dacey. Out in front. Make it 3-0. Rachel Bouvier.
It was a 9-3 Hiller lead after the first half, and they never looked back, taking the game by a final of 15-10. Both teams now stand at 1-1 on the season. On Tuesday, April 4th, Hiller softball hosted Medfield. It was a scoreless game heading into the bottom of the second.
Wind up in the pitch. And this is hit in the air. That'll drop into right field. Here comes a Hiller run. It's going to be a 1-0 game. She's going to keep on going to second base. And it's a RBI double for Callie Arthur.
One of the bags here.
And this is ripped up the middle. That's going to get through. One run is in. Here comes another. And that's a 2 RBI single for Kelsey McCoy. Wind up in the pitch. Gets a good piece of this.
Deep.
To the wall. See ya! Off the top of the wall and out of the ballpark. A 2-run blast. 5-0 Hillers. Hit in the air, right center, that drops in. Heading to third is Dee Simone, and she's going to head home now. Or actually, that's Calorie, excuse me,
yeah.
Heading home.
Yeah, she held up, didn't know she was coming.
The Hillers played several runs in the second inning, and despite a bit of a Medfield comeback later in the game, the Hillers would end up plating 20 runs throughout the game and took the win via a 20-8 mercy in the bottom of the sixth. Hillers open the season with a win. That night, Hiller baseball was in action versus Medfield under the lights. Scoreless game, top of the second.
Wind up in the pitch. And this is a slow roller up the left side. Flip to second for one. Throw to first. And they do not double them up. They're going to say that Brock Thompson just reached. So it'll be a 6-4 force out. And a run comes around to score. Colby Hatch around to score. So you can mark Brock Thompson for his sacrifice. 1-0 Medfield. A lot of youth up and coming in the Hillers roster. As this is hit up the right side, that gets through. One run is in. Here comes another. And that's a 2 RBI single for Jack Collins.
Medfield plates 3 runs and leads it 3-0, heading into the bottom of the third.
And he gets a piece of this one, takes a couple hops up the third base side. Carraza heads home as the throw to first in time, but it's a sacrifice RBI ground out by Simulus.
Hillers played a run, but that would be it. Medfield ended up taking the game 4-1 in the season opener for both teams. On Thursday, April 6th, Hiller boys lacrosse was in action versus Holliston. The game was tied at 6 apiece heading into the fourth quarter.
Olsen gonna close in out in front, and what a shot there. Harrison Smith with a bullet. That'll make it a 7-6 game. Takes a shot and ties it back up. Logan Del Ponte here in the fourth quarter. Looking to close in. And somehow Gonzalez able to wrap that around Nate Burns and put it in. Out in front, pops it in. Big time goal there. Logan Del Ponte taking matters into his own hands, makes it 9-8. Oh, looking out in front, batted down. Goodman with the game-tying goal. Goodman with the scoop and score. We're knotted up at 9 apiece with 28 seconds left. Counting left to go. A 9-9 game. Trying to charge in Del Ponte. Takes a shot, a save. Loose out in front. Picked up by Holliston. It's going to stay with the Hillers. Eight seconds left to go. Del Ponte puts it into play. Out in front, and he puts it in! Logan Del Ponte with the go-ahead goal! Unbelievable at 2 seconds left to go. What a comeback by the Hillers in this fourth quarter. 3 straight goals. You had Logan Del Ponte at 1:33 left to go. Cooper Goodman at 28 seconds. And now Del Ponte at 2 seconds.
The Hillers trailed by 2 with 91 seconds left, and they net 3 goals within that time frame to take the come-from-behind win, 10-9. Hillers improved to 2-1. Holliston falls to 1-2 on the season. In the win, Cooper Goodman and Logan Del Ponte each netted 4 goals for the Hillers.